Yeah. What it do, my Bantus, your brother man from the motherland, coming to you guys live from the NY, back with another one of that Repent or Die podcast. For those that don't know who I am him, Junes, the NBIC, giving all praise and glory to the heavenlies, for they are worthy to be praised. Last but not least, I want to give a shout out to all you guys for your continuous support, leaving all your feedbacks, positive, negative. Remember, all things is needed and respected because it allows me to do what I do best, and that is to continue keeping my foot on you heathens, you Hebrews, and the newly installed Heathenites next. Round of applause for that. Yeah, man. So for those that was online yesterday for my live, I gave you my testimony, telling you why I would never participate or be a part of a ISIS Ra elitist group ever again. And in that, I gave you again my testimony, showed you my journey. And my journey was a great one. You know what I'm saying? And I also wanted to throw this out there. I'm gonna do one last video. This one I'm gonna do it with my big bro, right? We're gonna uncover everything. We're gonna touch on everything from how it came, how they taught this religion to the slaves and what was the agenda, why we are in these circumstances right now, and what to be looking forward for after. And after I'm done with that, right, I will no longer be given these organizations or this religious group my time, right? I might give a little conversation, but my main focus is to focus on the 50,000 Bantus all over the world that have yet been tampered with, right? The 50 millions that's seeking that Bantu understanding, that's trying to connect to the heavenly ones. So that's gonna be my focal point. And even with this podcast, you know what I'm saying? A lot of you guys was very receptive to the interviews, and which is crazy. This is what I always wanted to do. Interview righteous people, ask questions, gain information, just give the people just enough insight of knowledge to better self so we can have a clear direction on where we want to go moving forward, right? So I'm definitely gonna have that in my repertoire. Have a couple of people that I want to interview, and this is just gonna be a FYI. My doors is open for every and anybody, right? Even if you believe in Islam or Egyptology, right? We here to have a conversation. That's what Semba conversation is about. It's about having a conversation and ensuring that our conversations don't get overwhelmed with ego and pride. All of these things is not going to be accepted on this channel. So the minute anybody is displaying that or trying to uphold that, you ain't gonna be able to be here, right? Other than that, my my day was wonderful. It was a beautiful day. I got a chance to see a new client today, man. Very good brother. Very knowledgeable. You know what I'm saying? We had an in-depth conversation. His circumstances is his circumstances. But I was honored to meet him. You know what I'm saying? I like to meet new people, speak to them, dig their minds, see where they at. And the brother is a very good brother, man. So I'll be looking forward to working with him. Hopefully, it'd be a long-term thing. Other than that, today was a wonderful day. But you guys see what the title says, man. Yes, we have uncovered the image of Allah. And I know. And like I said, yesterday was the understanding of this ISIS Rael club, right? Just gave you a brief history. Today, I'm going to give you another brief history on Islam. Now, the only issue that I have with Islam is the fact that they won't admit the evil, the atrocities that they have done to black people. See, they won't admit that it was a religion that was forced upon our people. They won't admit that Muhammad had a great sponsor by the name of the Catholic Church. Yes. Had a great sponsor. And not only did they have a great sponsor, they also had great writers. The same writers that wrote the Biblo are the same writers that wrote the Quran. Same writers. Right? And the fact that they won't admit the atrocities that they have done to my people is the reason why I go as hard as being as disrespectful as I am. Now, my disrespect is not attended to my black people, because my black people are just caught up in the web, just like how my black people are caught up in Christianity or Judaism. So my issue is with the religion. My issue is with the fathers of this religion. My issue is with the countries that uphold these religions and have it hovering over black people, right? So when I see black people going into the mosques and getting on their knees and pray and call on these foolish names, I have an issue with that. I do. And today, I took it upon myself to present to you guys the true image of Allah. I hope you're ready. Let us get into it. This is the image of your God named Allah. This is the image of your God named Allah. Now, the first thing you notice of this image right here is that you can tell that it's just another fallen, another Nephilim seed that was created by the fallen. And as you can see, this was when they was splicing and dicing and sleeping with the animals. You know what the word says? They have sinned. They have committed great sin with the animals of the earth. This was it. Laying with them and bringing forth things that look like this. So for my black people, I asked the question, this is the person that you think is going to give you paradise? This is the person that you think is going to protect you from the Euros? This is the person that's going to provide you with salvation? I'm speaking primarily to my black people. The Arabs, as you can see this man right here, this is who they idolize. They've been doing this. See, anything that's with truth, you don't have to force it down somebody's throat. All you have to do is just stand on it, preach the word, and everything is going to be all right. So ask yourself, is this who you guys are praying to? Let's read. It says, Muslim God has two hands. Quran chapter 5, verse 64. Both hands are right hand. Right? That's in Hadass Muslim numbers 1827. It says, has one shin, Quran 6842. One shin. It says, have 2 feet, has eyes. There's nothing like unto him. This is a Pakistan Aman holding the idol of Allah. Statue of Allah depiction according to the Quran and the Hadith. Now, where did I get this? Shout out to my brother. Shout out to my brother who provided this information. And the only reason why I decided to tap in, because me driving in the hood around certain times, 12, 4-ish, 5-ish, these brothers, especially the black brothers, overtake these mosques and get on their knees and they pray to this image right here. And I just ask you guys, look at the image of this. Are you telling me that this is the holy thing? You telling me this is godly, this is righteous, this is pure evil and wicked at its highest order? Now it explains why these brothers be such in this evil state of mind. There it is right there. There it goes right there for you. Share this with your friends and your family. Tell them that this is who your Muslim brothers or sisters, no matter what they age, Nation of Islam, 5%ers. What's the other one? There's another clique. If somebody know, put it in the chat, where they give praise to Allah. The Moors. These Moorish people now give all praise to Allah. This is who they're praying to. And these are the people that's bringing you forth new doctrine, new information. Don't know what the heck they talking about. Calling on gods. They don't know who these gods are. You see how we got an image of Allah? Wait until the image of Ahaya comes out. Wait until the image of Yah come out. It will come out. Believe me, it will come out. See, what you see what's going on in this world, the Creator is working swiftly. Everything that had control over the Bantus are being exposed. The music, the movies, all these celebrities, all these rappers, these basketball players, people like Dwight Howard, people like P. Diddy, Meek Milk. His name not Meek Mills no more. It's Meek Milk, right? People like Will Smith. People like Morgan Freeman. Even the churches. You got the TD Snakes. You got the Belly Hand, who don't even know the first definition. They keeping the commandments, right? Then you get this image of Allah. Then you get brothers coming out speaking against religious leaders who sit in these positions and present themselves as the most righteous, caring people, God-fearing men. And in all reality, these people are just children, agents of Lucifer. Look who your God is. This is Revelations right here. This is Revelations right here. This is Genesis before the flood. This was what was roaming the earth. When you see in between his legs, what is that? That is the serpent. He said that he will be like the Most High. Let's pull it up. Hold on. Let's get these scriptures out, people. Let's get the scriptures out. Let's get the scriptures out. Hold on. Hold on. I know. Let's get these scriptures out. Ah, man. Before I even go there, let's go to Exodus chapter 20. We're not going to read this. We're going to go straight to verse 3. 3, 4, and 5, which is going to lead to 6 and 7. Let me say it again. 3, 4, and 5 will determine 6 and 7. Let us read. It says what? It says, thou shalt have no other gods before me. It says, thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image or likeness, or listen to this word likeness, of anything that is in the heavens above, that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the waters under the earth. Verse 5 says what? Thou shalt not bow thyself to them nor serve them. What do you do in Islam? You bow down, you get on your knees, and you serve them. You serve it. And remember what I told you about getting on your knees and prayer and closing your hands and why they do that. I'm going to show you. Look at this image right here. What's in between his legs? When you get on your knees, when you get up from praying and getting on your knees, where do your forehead and your mouth lay? Right in the center of his genitals. Yeah? Hey. I'm going to tell you the truth. And what is in between his leg? The serpent. Right? Thou shalt not bow thyself to them, nor serve them, for I, the Creator, is a jealous one. He's going to visit the iniquities of the fathers. So the fathers that's doing this, not only are you going to get checked, but your children will carry the disrespect that you've done. Right? Upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me. Right? Verse 6, it says, and show mercy unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments. But I want to replace commandments and change it to and obey my words. See, when you just put commandments, it limits the importance. It's like you put what he says in a box. Like, look, see, I'm gonna leave it right here and overlook all the other things that he says. For example, you should not take a woman outside of your nationality. That is a command. But because it's not in the commands that you see on Exodus 20, you would tend to overlook that. You would tend to believe that the Creator created every human being, every civilization. The Creator did not create this. I promise you that did not come from the hands of the creators. Absolutely not. Everything that's coming from the Creator is made perfect. Everything. Oh, you thinking I'm lying? Let me show you. Let me show you. Let's go to Genesis. Is it Genesis 2? Let's go. Let me see if it's Genesis. Let me see if it's Genesis 1. We had Genesis 2. Look. Verse 31 says what? And the Creator saw everything that he made, and behold, it was good. Good. Look. Look what good means. Valid, legally firm, not weak or defective, having strength adequate to its support, as a good title, a good deed, a good claim, valid, sound, not weak, nor false, nor fallacious, as a good argument, complete. You see this word right here? Complete. Anything that the Creator made, it was never made with a mistake, ever. People's gonna say things like, but what about the children that's born blind and stuff like that? Let me tell you. Every single child that's born with a birth defect is coming from the hands of the same people that's giving you or helping you push out that child. Every single birth defect. You name it, it's them. You name it, it is them. Don't forget the hospital symbol, guys. Don't forget the hospital symbol. You see what's in between his legs? Don't forget let me show you. Let me show you. Let me show you. Don't ever get it twisted. This is a representation of the fallen. Remember, the fallen are the ones that taught man medicine, weaponry, makeup. Everything that you guys glorify now came from the fallen. This is what the wings represent. And this lets you know who has complete control of it all. Okay? 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 This is the original. You see the color? You see it, right? You see it, right? I just want you to pay attention. You see it, right? Does it all add up? Does it all add up? I hope it do. I hope it do. Okay? Everything that was created complete. Now, let me read Genesis 1 and 29 since we here. Let's read. It says, and the Creator said, behold, I have given you every herb bearing seed, which is upon the face of the earth, and every tree in which is the fruit of a tree yielding seed, to you it shall be for meat. See this word meat? See, they changed meat and told you meat is red chicken, lamb. And they put those rituals, these sacrificial rituals inside of your records and got you participating and eating meat. Now, granted, shout out to the elder when he had the conversation. He said that in the days of old, we was having barbecues. Now, I'm not gonna dispute that. I wasn't raised in the Holy Land. I don't know the history like that, but I know two things. For one, I know the compromising, the colonizing, the confusion, the distraction was effective there, just like it is here in America. That's for one. And for two, the food that was being consumed back in the days is not the food that's being consumed in today's times. So whether we did eat meat or not, let me say that, let me change that. Whether we did eat proteins, whether we did or not, the times that we are living now with this high level of contamination, I think is good to say, or it's safe to say, I should say, that eating their food or eating protein from these people is a dub. And I'm gonna talk more about it, give you guys some health, right? But yeah, there you go. Okay. Now where was I? Exodus. All right. Show mercy unto thousands of them that love me and keep my what? We're not going to say commandments, and be in obedience and keep my word. Right? Verse 7 says what? Thou shalt not take the name of the Creator, your Father, your power, your life source in vain, for the Creator will not hold him, them, he, she, it, they, I, oh, you, sometimes, why, you, guys, yeah, you will not be held guiltless that taketh the name in vain. Oh yeah. So when you get on your knees and you call on this name, knowing that that name is nothing more than a lie. That's what that means. Allah means Allah. It's not Allah. They want it's like la 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 la. That's what that is. It's just a full-fledged lie. And I be so hurt and disappointed in my people when they really believe that this thing right here is their protector. It's gonna give salvation. It's gonna help them, get to paradise. This nigga ain't taking you nowhere but the pits of hell. He don't even know what paradise is. This spirit has been roaming the earth for how many years? This is not no creator. This ain't no God. This ain't gonna take you nowhere. This just gonna take you right from the projects, right? And bring you to the Mars. Pray, give your money away, and come right back to the projects. Now, for those that calling on these names and are successful as far as finances, are they really successful? Because the word says, love not the things of this world, Allah. And if any man love the things of this world, Allah, then the love of Sunni is not in them. Damn. Look what Allah did to you. And everything is going to fall away. The lust of the eyes, the lust of everything is going to be here today, gone tomorrow. That's all Allah. Jesus, Yahweh, all these religions, Buddha, That's the only thing that they can provide you. They can always give you a temporary high, but they know that what they are and what they bring to the table will never enrich you, never set you free, never connect you back to the Holy Land, never, because that's the whole purpose. Don't you know that when you call on these people's gods, you give them power? These are the fallen, these powers that you see. Let me show you. My bad. My daughter's sleeping. She got the laptop on. These things that you see, okay? These fallen, all these religions. This is what they're not telling you. All these religions these are their children. Islam, Christianity, Judaism, all of this comes from these are their children. These are the fallen. These are the gods of these religions. These are their children. And these are the ones that brought this ideology, this understanding to your doorstep and forced this to make sure that you was in line with this. It wasn't no, yo, you should do this. And if you say, nah, I'm good, they'd be like, oh, all right, cool. No, this was, yo, you need to follow this. No, I'm good. Chop off the daughter head right in front of you. I got the records. I got the books. See, I don't argue. See, when it comes to Islam and the things that black people say, I don't argue with it. Why? Because it is documented in their records. It is documented that Muhammad was a pedophile. It is documented that Muhammad was into same sex. It is documented. It's also been documented that Muhammad was a cross-dresser. It's documented. I have the book. And the person that wrote the book was a person born in Islam. That means he was an Arab. He was born into this and he was teaching this until he received the truth. See, what the creators do, the creators is going to put something in place that's going to make you question what you're being taught. You're going to say, well, hold on, this don't make sense. You got to have the discernment. That's why the word said he, they, us, them that got eyes to see, let them see, and the ears to hear, let them hear. You understand? So when you see things like that, these are the children. You understand? These are the children of every religion. The gods of those religions, these are the children. Christianity, Judaism, Tubal Cain, Islam, all of it. The Greek, all of this. This is all of them. It's no disrespect. It's no disrespect. It's just I'm sick and tired of my brothers fighting and arguing and trying to belittle the creator, the actual creator of it all. And they try to belittle the word, the truth, the facts, for stuff like this. This is your God? This is what you're praying to? This is what you're seeking? This is what you're hoping for? This is why all these religions come out with faith and belief and be blessed. all because you have to be a complete fool. You have to be a complete fool to believe something that don't even have two hands on the right side or two hands on the proper side is going to save you. This nigga looked like he couldn't even save himself. And this is the things, and these are the people and the stuff that we run to and we argue with. I shouldn't have to argue with you about this. I shouldn't have to argue with you. I should be having a full-fledged conversation. If somebody presented that to me and said, yo, bro, you know, this is your God right here. And a man and a Pakistani man showed me a statue. See, you guys, they got you walking around a tube, a cube, and you thinking it's salvation. No. Allah is Satan. That's your God. This is your God. With the serpent in between his legs. And they got you on your knees 5 times. And when you raise up, what's in between his leg is in the center of your forehead. Complete mind control. Yeah, you know we're going to talk about it over here. No graven images. Please, people, understand that these religions was created to control the Bantus. It was never created to do nothing but control the Bantus and switch history, which put them on top and you at the bottom. See, that's why the creators was saying what he was saying. He said, if you keep my commands and you walk in my way and you stay in the path of righteousness, you shall be protected. All things will be good for you. You will be the head and not the tail. But if you choose to follow these people and live like them, you will be cursed just like them. And I will make them be over you. You know why? See, we suffering because we knew better. We are people that was born with a soul. We knew better. But we decided not to do better because for whatever reason, some people blame Solomon for the cause of this. See, the minute we started interacting with these people, when I mean interacting, is one thing passing by, right? Where these people was, you know, sleeping in the when these people was sleeping in the forest, hiding in, you know, they used to be in all the mountaintops. When you watch movies like Lord of the Rings and stuff like that, they paying homage to their ancestors, to their lineage, to their bloodlines. That's why movies like that, movies like Harry Potter is box office. And when you go sit there to watch it for yourself, you're like, what kind of garbage is this? This is trash. But it's paying homage. They're paying homage to their ancestors. That's what you see. That's all it was. And we out here getting on our knees, praying for this. This is why we are the tail and not the head. These people never had civilization. You gave them civilization. You gave them understanding. You started teaching them. You started teaching them. What the heck was you doing? You was teaching them. And not only was you teaching them, you was showing them the ins and outs of the Holy Land, the ins and outs of the scriptures, the ins and outs of the castle. You had all these people in your space. And since the beginning of Nimrod, you have fallen. And we have yet to get up. They say that this is the last of the last. I hope so. I hope so. But in reality, I'll be honest, I won't hold my breath. I just might die right now. Because we supposed to be seeking our own redemption, not salvation. Salvation is of Satan. Okay? This is how you salvage the slaves. Okay? That's what that is. Redemption is not going to be done by observation. See, we sitting here, we looking, and we hoping for something or someone to come and set you free. I believe I can fly. You're waiting for somebody to set you free. And in reality, nothing is coming to set you free. Nothing. Zero. Nothing. You could go to church on Sunday every day. You can go to Sabbath every day. You can have Bible studies every day. When the only way you're going to even be considered is what? Is keeping the royal laws. Remember I told you it's loyalty before royalty. See, when you're loyal to the word, then you're going to understand the royal law. See, you don't understand the royal law because you have been so far removed from loyalty. You thinking loyal is your man's that when you called him, he held you down and etc., etc. And he ain't talk to your girl. That's what you think is loyalty. That's not loyalty. That right there is what you call civilization. Civilized people. Supposed to never do that. It's in our DNA. You don't know to touch a man, them girl. You're supposed to always be there for your brother. But you lost the loyalty to the creators. You started following the ways of the Jesuits. I said it. Calling on languages, speaking on things that has absolutely no connection to the creator. But yet we will justify it, have 50 trillion reasons as to why it's being said, 60 trillion reasons into why things is being done. We're going to do everything in our power, but admit that the things that we doing is unrighteous. And I tell you guys this all the time. Until we let go of this religious approach, even when you in this awakening, even though in the blindfolds, the blinds of the judges has been removed, the world was given unto the hands of the wicked, and the eyes of the judges has been covered. That precept has been fulfilled because the covering has been taken off. But now I can see clearly now this heathens is wrong. Now that we're able to see, we're not trying to walk unless it's in the guidelines of religion. And what the word says, he, they, she, him, whoever is leading the blind, they will end up in a ditch. It's your brother, man, from the motherland, man. I came to you guys live once again. Continue supporting. My apologies for coming on late. You know how I do, man. I come home, I set up, and I make sure that I talk that talk for y'all, man. You see, let me show you one more time, man. You know, save this, screenshot it, and let your homies see it, especially those that's in Islam. Tell them this is who they pray to. to show them that. And when they say, so what am I supposed to do? You tell them they got to repent or they're going to die. You got to tell them it's time for them to change or they're going to die. It's time for you to tell them to get right or it's going to be goodbye. And for those that don't know who I am, I told you before, I'm him, Junes, the MBIC, a.k.a. Mr. Keep My Foot on you heathens, you he-grows, and the newly installed heathenites next. Are you dumb? Are you dumb? Listen to the Creator say it one time for the one time. And I'ma holler at y'all. One.